Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher. It's September 17th. It's late in the afternoon on a Sunday. I normally don't video at this time, but I did need to come on and give you a quick important announcement, and also to just show you what I did get done in the last week and a half, because I'm heading on the road again, and I won't be able to do any videoing until probably the first week in October, if that. So that's why I'm on real fast now, and just to tell you a couple important things and give you a fast update on what I did. Anyway, the most important announcement is if you watch Handwork Maniac, Brenda, you probably have already seen this, but I am the leader for the next SAL that we are doing, or October to October SAL. And I wanted to make sure that you knew what the SAL was, also how we've broken it up into sections. And I will also put this down on my Instagram handle, which is Colette Stitcher, all together, one word. For those who may not, be on YouTube or whatever, I'm also going to put it down there. Our SAL for this coming year, starting in October at Stitch West, will be JARDEN PRIVE patterns, FIL DES NICHOIRS. It basically means It basically means birdhouses. So as you can see, it's all different kinds of birdhouses in different times of the year, and like holiday birdhouses in different times of the year. So anyway, that is what the pattern looks like. You can get this pattern like either through like online through 123. You can also get it at probably your local stores if you are close to a local needlework store. If not, you can also call I know Keepsakes in Ohio is going to carry it, and I also know that I'm pretty sure that I saw it at Stitcher's Paradise in Las Vegas too, and our own local here in Utah, Craft Center of Fine Stitchery, Jamie, if you call her and ask, she can also get it for you if she doesn't have it already. Okay, this is going to be the breakup of the sections. So I'll hold this up for a while. It'll probably end up being my picture for when I show this video, when this video comes up. But I do want you to see it for a few minutes and get an idea. There are people that are going to be doing different things with this. There's going to be some people who are going to do that border on the top over to the October house, and then they're going to start there, which would be this one right here, and then they're going to follow the holidays, and when they get done, they're going to be done when they come back over into September. You're perfectly welcome to do that. That's one idea to do it, or you can just start from the left or the right and just work your way along. Some good colors for fabric. I'm using like a vintage country mocha. That's a pretty good one to use, I think, for this. All the colors should show up good. And being Zweigart, it won't cost quite as much money if those of you are trying to look for something that's a little more economical. I'm also using just the DMC colors on this, and that's what's called for. Other colors might be, as you can see, like a brown, sort of a light brown base on the fabric. And you can do any kind of overdyes if you want to. So anyway, there you go. There's the breaking apart of the months. You can either start here and work through, from there, and then come back over here, or you can start from here, or you can start from there. But just remember, it's an October to October, so it needs to be done next October. And that brings up the third thing I want to mention, which is important, is the hashtags we're going to do for this. I'm going to post these on Instagram also. I'm going to show them to you here. Hopefully you can see them. The phone gives kind of a glare, so I'm going to have to find the best way to hold this. Right about, boy, it is not working any way I want to do it. There we go. I think that's good. One of the hashtags, of course, is the one we do every year, which is OCT, because it's October to October. That's OCT, TOOCT. The next one will just be Birdhouse Sal. Let me see something here. Yeah, it's just birdhouse, but I actually might change that to Birdhouses Sal, because it is a bunch of birdhouses. So there might be an S on the end of that. The last one is going to be the actual pattern name, which is in French. So you may use any or all of those hashtags to for our SAL. And I will post these on Instagram too. And if you have any other questions, feel free to get a hold of me, message me privately, or you know, either here on comments or in, you know, on the Instagram, anywhere you want, and I'll try to answer the questions if there's any other questions. And come join us. Golly, it's exciting. It's another SAL, another October SAL, and we're getting really excited. It's a cute pattern. So please join us. Okay, next thing I want to do is just tell you real fast what I accomplished in the last week and a half for my whips. I have a SAF, a stitch and finish. I was at the Crazy Woman Retreat in Casper, Wyoming last weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this was our exclusive pattern for the retreat. Rocky Mountain Quaker. Wendy is the designer from the Heart Needle Arts. So anyway, I started this one at the retreat. She had the fabric for us as well as the threads, and I finished it there. Well, actually didn't finish it there. I finished it when I got home. So there it is. Just a fun pattern. Wendy's been doing like these Quaker patterns, and they've been really great. She has them for like the months of the year and the holidays and everything. And she made this one up for us for like the Rocky Mountains there, and a pine tree and like snow. You know, it's just lovely patterned. Thank you so much, Wendy, for this. This is just a lovely pattern. So that's my SAF, a start and finish. Okay, the only other three patterns that I worked on, whips that I worked on this last week and a half, I did a little bit, very little, on the Courage Sampler. I try to do a little bit on this each week. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to do it like every day for like 30 minutes. I have a very dear friend who's got cancer, as well as other dear friends through YouTube and also through other mediums that have close family members who are battling cancer. And so this is my time to work and think of them and keep prayers in my heart and thoughts of good thoughts that they will be able to fight this. So Pam of Just Keep Stitching came up with this idea, and a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon for this. I'm stitching mine on, and I didn't even bring my materials here, but it's a Be Stitch Me fabric, 32 count. I don't remember the color though. It's an even weave, but I am using silky thread for this, like a deep red silky thread. The next time I do a floss tube, I'll be able to tell you the number of the thread and also the color of the fabric. But as of right now, I'm just, you know, this is off the cuff with no notes. What I worked on was actually, I did pretty well. I finished this whole, like, I don't know if that's like a motif, but it's like all of that and all of that. So that's quite a bit done. So Courage SAL, prayers for those who are fighting cancer. And if you want me to include you or family members in those prayers, I'd be very happy to do that. I have a list already. I pick up the book and the list, and I pray for those suffering and fighting it, and then I pick up the piece and I work on it. So just let me know if you would like that. Okay, the other piece I worked on was my Day Complete, my birthday SAL with my friend Krista, my birthday twinner. This, of course, I've shown all year round, and we are going to finish this one also up in October on our birthday. Well, probably before our birthday, but at the end of October. What I worked on this time was the big trunk of the tree and got that done. So here she is, my cute funky bird. And you can see the tree trunk. It's fun with kind of those dark ridges in it. So my last will be the lettering on the other side, and I'll be done. And I plan on doing that, getting that done when I'm gone. the next 2 weeks. I'll be going to the Southern SoCal Stitchers Retreat and also to visit my sis. So, and then the other one I plan on getting done too, but I did some work on it, is our October SAL. This last our last SAL for almost done now. It will be done and completed and shown off in October at Stitch West. This is a Sunnyside Sampler SAL, and the bit I worked on since the last time I saw you, I think, well, here's what I've done all the way across. But the thing I don't remember exactly, because again, this is off the cuff. I know that all of this right here was just done really recently. That I just barely did. But I have a feeling, if I remember right, I finished this also up at the retreat. So probably is a whole lot more than I think there is done. So anyway, this and that is what I did. So we're coming close to a finish. Just a little more left to do. And Sunnyside Sampler will be done. So those were the pieces I worked on. My plans for when I'm traveling, I have a little bit of plans, but not all set in stone. That can change because a lot of times when I plan, to take certain projects at the last minute, I might change out. But I do have 2 that I will be starting, and I'll show you. I'll show you what one of them is. I don't actually have the pattern yet, but I will. So. It is a little dove pattern, and it's called Friendship Sampler. And let me show you this. My close childhood friend Ruth Ann and I, we started last year doing a childhood friends kind of a SAL that we're doing. And I didn't actually show much pictures of it. I think I showed it once or twice. I made it into a pillow, but I couldn't show you the pillow because I'm giving it to her and I didn't want her to see it on the video. So anyway, I will be showing that when I get back. This is what we will start this September at the SoCal Retreat together. So we pick ones that say, something like, even though we're far apart, we're close friends. So, and we both love to stitch and have stitched for a long time. So that will be started on the Saturday at the retreat when Ruth Ann will be there. The other thing I'm going to start, I'm not sure when, but there's several of my friends there that we like to, do some. We like Halloween stuff, but we also like kind of crazy things. So this is kind of what I'm going to start. Birds of the Feather, Fat Cat. I think this is the most hilarious pattern. Every time I see this pattern, I just laugh. So I've been waiting around to get it started. So I'm going to start it, and we can all work on our funny Halloween patterns together while we're sitting there. So those 2 will be started and worked on a little at the retreat. I'm also bringing all the rest of my SALs, including Castle Homecoming from Frosted Pumpkin, and work on them. I'll finish up probably the 2 SALs, and I want to before I head back home. I'll see what I can do to catch up on Castle Homecoming, which I'm not caught up yet. And then I am planning on bringing my my WIPGO pieces, which I showed you last week, were Prairie Life Sampler and O Shenandoah. So I need to work 3 days each on each one of those. So sometime during the time I'm gone, the 2 weeks I'm gone, I also will work on those. And that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I may bring others, but those 8 will come for sure. There's many others I want to do. I want to so badly, and I will bring them, but I don't know whether I'll have any time to work on my Christmas stocking or my my lace maker, my full coverage lace maker. I'm getting down to the wire here with these SALs, and they have to be done. So them, and also I really want to keep up on my WIPGO that I picked, and I want to start these 2 new patterns. So There may not be any or just a little amount done on the others. But when I get back, I'll work on them again. And I'm all right with that. I'm usually fine because I don't get upset. I just go, oh, I wish I could do it. But, you know, I don't get upset about not getting it done. I just go, well, it'll get done eventually. So, okay, real fast. I almost forgot. I better just do a quote. So, and I have not even pulled it out or anything, except right now. So, but I might as well, since this will be my last one for at least 2.5 weeks. So, okay, just pull something out here. Oh, this is pretty. This flower says, "Our life is the creation of our mind." And that's true. So what we think will end up being what our life is. And if we have beauty in our life and good things, then generally, I mean, if we have them in our mind and we work at them, then we'll generally have them in our lives. And if we don't, if we work on them again in our mind and feel that's what we want, a lot of times that'll be accomplished. My mom used to always say that, and when I was a teenager, I used to always just go, "Oh, Mom," and like we all do. But she used to always say, "Envision what you want, dream about it, and it'll happen." And you know, a lot of what she said was true and is true. So I encourage you to do that. Remember to find the beauty in every day. Yeah, and as I throw down things on the floor, I'll show you what I threw down on the floor in just a minute. Anyway, this is find the beauty in every day. It's out there, and I knocked down my old Mini Cooper. I just loved my Mini. I miss it. So that's my little what's left of my Mini, because my 15-year-old Mini had to go bye-bye when it wouldn't run anymore, my real Mini Cooper. So I keep a Mini Cooper on top of my sewing machine. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a lace thing to show you. I was at the Utah State Fair, and I was lacing for 3 days straight. That's why I don't have tons of stitching to show you either. So I am not going to stop this. I'm just going to go over, grab it, and show it to you. That way I don't have to do a bunch of editing and everything else. I can just put this up, put this video up. So this is what I worked on when I was at the fair. It's an Idria piece, again, from Slovenia, like the cactus I did and the rainbow I did and everything, except this is all in white. And as you can tell, it's going to be a glove. I started this a while ago, but didn't get back to working on it, and it's actually a pretty easy piece. So when I was there, I was able to get all of this done, all of this section here, and go all the way up here and end that. So, and then I barely got started with my next set, which will work all through here and up into those fingers. So that's what I worked on during the fair. It was fun to talk to people, tell them all about lace. Some people were really interested, so we're hoping to get some new members coming in and doing some lace making with us and learning how to make lace. My plan for this is to make 2 of them, one for one hand and one for the other. Originally I was going to make 4, but I've decided with the fact that this could get caught very easily, I'm just going to have, you know, onto things, and I didn't want that. But it has to stay white because the events I'm going to wear it at are lineage associations where they have white glove meals. And so what I am planning on doing now is having the top left one done, the top right one done, and then sew them to satin, the other part of the satin glove that I cut out. So I'm hoping that works out good. So that's my lace. I was doing quite a bit, so I thought I better show you before I forget and not even tell you, you know, like in 2 weeks. So again, remember everybody, have fun. Hope you're enjoying the fall weather. It is starting, and you know, hope you're enjoying your stitching. Please keep stitching out there. It's so much fun. We really enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later, hopefully in a couple weeks. Bye.